Like he's just sitting there. Like,
I was just over there after and everybody was telling me they hate his ass. They said he might get there.
Yeah.
After spending over 5 long months locked up in a Filipino jail, the internet is now going wild with rumors that Vitaly might never return, not to the U.S. and not even to Russia.
The green card. If he does stay outside of the United States for long enough, he stays in the Philippines for long enough, yes, that green card might have some issues.
Posts are flying around claiming he's officially stuck, and the story behind it is even messier than you think. His mom, who actually manages all his money, has reportedly been doing everything in her power to pull strings behind the scenes. She's called in favors, shelled out cash, and worked every possible angle to get her son out. But it's not working. Despite their efforts, there's a whole new wave of drama that's keeping him trapped overseas. It turns out Vitaly's global fame might be his biggest curse. His name is known everywhere, and that recognition, it's not helping, it's actually making things worse.
And I came out of jail, every video was hitting 1 million views.
Whoa.
Out of every negative situation, I get positive. So if I go to jail tonight, or today, or for how many days, because I'm ready, because my ass tight for a while now.
Sources close to the situation say certain political groups have stepped in, complicating the process even more. The pressure is intense, and it looks like no one's willing to take responsibility for him. Now, let's clear up the biggest fake rumor that's been making the rounds. Some folks claim Vitaly was getting deported with his money, but that was all cap, total fiction. The real reason he's not getting kicked out of the Philippines is way more dramatic. Both the United States and Russia reportedly refused to take him back. Then boom, news hit the internet like a wildfire. Headlines everywhere screamed that Vitaly was getting deported. Major outlets jumped on it, acting like it was already a done deal. And let's not lie, this dude has built a rep for stirring up chaos in foreign countries and somehow turning every mess into more fame and fortune. It's like a twisted playbook. Fly into an Asian country, act wild on live streams, get locked up, and then drop a video the minute he's free. That formula, it's made him rich, real rich. The worse the scandal, the bigger the buzz. He gets out, tells his side of the story, and boom, millions of views roll in like clockwork. And don't forget, millions of views mean serious cash. We're talking big ad revenue, brand deals, and sponsors who don't care about the drama as long as the clicks keep coming. He went from prank content to full-blown international controversy, and the money only got better. So what was the real plan? He came to the Philippines ready to run the same play, just like how Johnny Somali caused a scene in Japan and Korea, or how Ice Poseidon tried to stir up trouble abroad. Vitaly wanted to go viral off the drama again, but here's the twist. Philippines wasn't having it. They hit him with a loud and clear message. We are not the country to play with. And just like that, his entire plan started falling apart. It wasn't just one official sounding the alarm. Top names in the Philippine government were stepping up. Even Commissioner Joel Vito made it crystal clear Vitaly is not getting special treatment. He straight up said the government wouldn't tolerate his antics and wouldn't be handing him any favors. None. And that wasn't just talk. Authorities publicly declared they would make sure Vitaly faces the full weight of Philippine law. No shortcuts, no bribes, no get-out-of-jail-free moves. And if any foreign country or outside power tried to meddle, the message was firm. The Philippines isn't backing down for anyone. While all this was blowing up, Vitaly's mom and his crew were scrambling like crazy behind the scenes, pulling every string, wiring money, trying to buy his way out, do whatever it took to get him out of that jail cell. But here's where it takes a wild turn. There are whispers that some kind of under-the-table exchange might have gone down between Vitaly's team and certain people in the system. Now, whether that's true or not, we don't know. But then disaster struck. After pouring tons of cash into his legal defense, Vitaly's mom got hit hard. She got crypto scammed. Yep, while trying to transfer money to someone claiming to help with the case, the whole thing turned out to be a setup. The scammers drained everything, not just a little, but all of it. And it wasn't just one scammer. Rumors say multiple people lined up to take full advantage of Vitaly's desperate mom, all claiming they could help save her son. And nearly all of them were straight up finessing her. They took the cash, disappeared, and didn't lift a finger for Vitaly. Just vultures circling the chaos, ready to cash in on the drama. But the scams weren't even the worst part. While she's out here doing everything to save her son, people started clowning her too. Day by day, she's getting dragged online, made into a joke, and the disrespect, it's next level. At one point, a friend of Neon, yes, that Neon, actually joked about wanting to marry Vitaly's mom. Like what? That's not just low, That's straight up nasty. Making fun of a woman who's already going through hell? That's the kind of twisted mockery that shows how cold the internet can really be. So while Vitaly's mom is getting publicly humiliated, guess what's happening on the flip side? Someone else's mom is out here putting curses on Vitaly. Yep, real talk. Just recently, Sam Frank's mom went off, straight up cursing Vitaly for what he did in the Philippines. It's wild. One mom's begging for help while another one's wishing him nothing but bad luck. This whole situation has officially crossed the line. It's not just fans or internet haters talking anymore. Now even families are speaking out against Vitaly. That right there shows just how deep this mess really runs. At this point, it's starting to look like there's no way out for him. He's stuck in the Philippines with zero escape routes, just like Johnny Somali was nearly trapped in South Korea for almost a year. Except this time, the heat is way more intense. And here's the real kicker. Neither the United States nor Russia wants anything to do with him. Let that sink in. Two global powerhouses are basically saying, we're good, keep him. That's unheard of. And Russian creators aren't even defending him. They're saying Vitaly lived and worked in America, so why should Russia step in for someone who left the motherland ages ago? And now there's even more confusion swirling around his US status. What's up with Vitaly's green card? Is it expired? Is it still valid? No one knows for sure, and that includes legal experts who've been watching the case closely. They're scratching their heads too. With both countries slamming the door in his face, the only option left might be trying to slide into a third country, somewhere anyone is willing to take him.
Get special treatment. He will live in a common cell while in air conditioner. Maybe it's criminal. It will maybe last 2 to 3 years. Then the minimum charge, I think, will be 5 years.
But let's be real. Who's going to take that risk now? Here's the one major wild card people keep bringing up. Vitaly has been a hardcore MAGA supporter since day one. So naturally, some folks are wondering, what if Donald Trump steps in? Could Trump actually notice what's going down and make a move to bring Vitaly back to the US? Well, don't hold your breath. Because even if Vitaly waves the MAGA flag, let's not forget, this man disrespected the Egyptian president after being personally invited. That's next level reckless. Vitaly literally went on camera bragging about how he broke Egyptian law right after being shown presidential level hospitality. Trump sees that kind of behavior and probably thinks this dude doesn't respect any leader. So why should I stick my neck out for him? That's the real issue. Loyalty means everything in politics, and Vitaly's got a track record of burning bridges. So while the MAGA angle might sound good on paper, the odds of Trump stepping in, very slim. And now here's where it gets crazier. Vitaly's own crew is starting to speak out. Rampage, Aiden Ross, Neon, they're all throwing hints that Vitaly might actually be in serious danger over there. And hearing it from his own friends, that hits different. And if you thought things couldn't get more chaotic, Vitaly just made it worse again. Word on the street is, while locked up, he's still trying to stir the pot from behind bars. Sources say he's been using middlemen to post online, leak messages, and keep the drama alive. Anything to stay relevant and make sure his name doesn't die out. But that strategy, it might be backfiring big time, because Philippine authorities are reportedly keeping a close eye on everything tied to him. Every post, every whisper, every move. They're not just treating him like some internet clown anymore. They're starting to see him as a genuine threat to public order. And that changes everything. Even insiders close to the jail system say Vitaly's attitude hasn't improved. He's not showing remorse, not playing the victim. He's still acting like the same provocateur who landed himself in this mess. That cocky energy might have worked on YouTube, but in a foreign prison, it's a gamble he might not win. And guess what? Even some of his former fans are turning on him. Comment sections are flooded with people saying he finally got what he deserved, that the clout-chasing lifestyle went too far. The fame, the views, the chaos, it all came crashing down, and now he's stuck, probably realizing this isn't just another clickbait stunt. Now here's the twist nobody saw coming. There's talk that Vitaly might actually be gearing up to turn his own jail time into the next big content rollout. No joke. Rumors are flying that he's already planning a prison storytime docuseries or podcast the minute he's free. Like, he's already scripting the comeback while sitting in a cell. Insiders say his team's been quietly gathering clips, statements, and even trying to secure exclusive interviews for when he gets out. The goal? Flip the script. Paint himself as the misunderstood rebel who got trapped by a broken system. Turn jail into a marketing strategy. It's wild, but so on brand for Vitaly. But there's a major problem. The Philippines doesn't play those games. Officials are reportedly furious at the idea of Vitaly profiting off his crimes. Word is, Any attempt to monetize this situation could actually make things worse for him legally. They're watching everything now, and they're not here for the clout circus. And while all this is brewing, people are starting to question, is Vitaly addicted to controversy? Like, truly, every move he makes screams desperation for attention, even if it means risking his freedom, his money, and his family's safety. At this point, it's not about content, it's about control. And now, just when things couldn't get more unhinged, Vitaly's name is being quietly blacklisted by major platforms behind the scenes. Multiple insiders say certain social media networks are already preparing to demonetize or limit exposure to any future uploads tied to his name. That means less reach, less ad money, and less power to control his narrative once he's out. Remember, these platforms hate being dragged into international scandals. And with Vitaly's rap sheet growing and his reputation tanking globally, companies are scared to be associated with him. They're not trying to have another headline like, YouTube star profits after jail time abroad. Nope, they're already covering their bases. Even some sponsors that once worked with him on the low, gone, vanished. The minute they saw jail next to his name, they dipped without a goodbye. And who can blame them? Brands don't want that smoke. But here's the kicker. Vitaly doesn't care. People close to him say he still believes he'll come back bigger than ever. He's convinced the controversy will catapult him to the next level. That once he's free, everyone who turned their back will come crawling back. But is that confidence or delusion? Because as it stands, the system, the sponsors, even some fans, they've all moved on. The same machine that made him famous might now be the one quietly erasing him in real time. So let's break it all down. Right now, it looks very unlikely that Vitaly's escaping the Philippines anytime soon. And even if he somehow pulls it off, he might not come back with that same chaotic energy. Or then again, maybe he will. Because with Vitaly, nothing ever goes the normal way. This is the same guy who's been locked up in multiple countries, made it out, and still came back wilder than before. That's exactly why both Russia and the US are saying, nah, we're not touching that. They've seen this play out too many times, and this time they're done. So now we want to hear from you. Do you think there's any real chance Vitaly can escape the Philippines? Or is this the end of the road for the king of chaos? Sound off in the comments. Is he trapped for good, or is another comeback loading? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.